All right, everybody. Welcome to the Ridgeline Hunting podcast. I am your host, David Crane, and we are sponsored by Phelps Game Calls, professional grade game calls made for every hunter. Now today, hold on. This is episode 77. Awesome. Episode 77. So everybody that is watching or listening to the podcast, we thank you very much. And all your feedback, your comments, your thumbs ups, everybody that subscribes and follows, thank you very much. And if you don't follow or subscribe, please do so, because we like to see everybody's interactions. And here soon, we are going to be at the Sportsman Show again this year. That's right. We're heading back to the Sportsman Show. We are super excited. And we will have some hats for sale. That's right. We have some hats that are going to be out to purchase. So be looking for that. So if you're here in Washington State, we will be at the Sportsman Show again. So hope to see you all there. But today, for episode 77, I am actually going to be talking about a product that everybody should have in their pack. Now, if you don't have it, I would recommend it, and I'm going to tell you why. And it's actually two things, but it is, boom, a pair of walking sticks. so yeah, nothing super exciting, right? But here's the deal. These are multi-purpose an item. You can get them super cheap. These right here are from Costco. These are the Cascade Mountain Tech. I am not a hiker, so I actually don't know if these are like super high quality, but they are carbon. They're super light. So if you are trying to save weight, these are super light. These are only like $35 at Costco, and I've had these for 5 years. And I use these a lot. Number one, heading into the backcountry, I use these when I'm going in fairly heavy with my pack, and heading into the backcountry. I use these to try to help, my body out with the weight. Also, if you get an animal down, trekking out of anywhere where you're at, you're going to be going out super heavy. So these are, I would say, necessary to have to help you get your meat out. And you're able to, if you have to do multiple trips, you're able to. These actually help save the legs and your knees by kind of allowing you to get the weight off of your hips and legs by using these walking sticks. They help a lot. Now everybody could be looking at this little apparatus right here. This is the quick sticks. Yeah. So this is really awesome, and I'll get into that here in a minute. But if you're seeing like, hey, what the heck is that thing on there? That's what it is. And these are made by Wiser Precision. I will have a link in the description, but I will get to that here in a second. And I'm going to tell you why I use walking sticks, not only for packing in and packing out, but some of the teepee tents that I use, you need walking sticks to set it up. So it does come with a I would say like an extra extension. So you need both walking sticks. You actually take them apart, put the extension in, and that actually assembles the teepee tent. Now, the only thing that stinks is if you actually want to use your walking sticks throughout the day, you're going to have to just take the pole out and then reassemble when you get back. I don't usually do that. Usually once it's up, and I don't usually use my sticks, or I'll use whoever I'm hunting with will use their sticks. Now there are, well, actually not now, but there has been a lot of teepee tents that actually come with a carbon pole. So I would recommend getting that. It is an extra expense, but I would recommend doing that only because with the quick sticks, you can actually put these together, lock them in place, and now they can be used as like a bipod. So now you can actually set your rifle right, or shotgun, or whatever you're using, right in the center of these two sticks. So basically what it does is it makes it look like an X. It basically puts your poles together and it makes it look like an X. And what that does is that you can put the rifle or shotgun or whatever your firearm that you're using right in the middle of those, and it is like a bipod. I've used it plenty of times. Also, if you don't want to be in the center there where it's kind of loud, you can actually just put these straps together, like over the handles there, like this, and you can actually stick your firearm kind of like right in the center of that, and that works as well. Also, what I use these sticks for too, so not just for my firearm, but if I'm glassing, I will stick my binoculars kind of like right in the middle, and I'll be looking through my binoculars like so. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, basically I put my binoculars right on top of where the handles are for your hands. I'll put the middle of the binos right in the center of one of the sticks, and I can use my binoculars like so instead of taking out a tripod. So if you're kind of doing the run and gun and you just want to be stable what you're looking at, you can just whip out your walking stick and boom, you have a nice little monopod, as you could say, for your binoculars. I use that quite a bit. I already have my walking sticks out, and if I'm trying to like narrow down like what I'm actually looking at, I'll just extend my walking stick, kind of use that as a monopod, and boom, I'm focused in on what I'm looking at. Now you can go fairly cheap like I did. Costco, $35. Now, if you don't have a Costco, if you have like one of those warehouse places, Costco's are all over the United States, but if you don't have one, you can find, walking sticks anywhere from, $35 all the way up to a few $100s. I don't think you need anything that expensive, but it's personal preference. I've had these now for 5 years and haven't had a problem with them. They do come with different heads. You can switch these out. Mine are the ones that I primarily use are these rubber ones that just cover up the bottom. So the bottom of these things are fairly pointy. There we go. If you can see that there, it's just like metal on the very bottom. So when I'm using them, I like to be quiet. Going in and hunting, I like to use these little rubber ones. Now, when Mike Peterson and I went back into the backcountry, we were scouting for, we were going to do high buck, and it was snowing. Or not really snowing, but it was like covered in snow. We should have opted, because he actually has the same ones, we should have opted for like the little snow cups that kind of help, because these sticks just drove right through the snow. But yeah, we should have used those. But they do come with a bunch of different little, I don't know what you would call those things, but it comes with a bunch of them. So they have the rubber ones, they have the snow cup ones, and then they have like some that look like a little shoe, I guess. But yeah, so that is the product that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and all the different things that you can use for them. So just this year, I spent a lot of time out bear hunting, and I used the walking sticks and a rain fly that I would normally use for a hammock. I actually used it for cover out of the sun. And it also is nice to have if it starts raining. You can, use the little rain fly, set it up. So basically I used the walking sticks out in front of the rain fly. And then I just kind of I used rocks, but you can use stakes or something to stake it all down. And you have a nice little cover over you. So I was out of the sun or out of the rain. I wish I would have brought it for this deer season, because I brought my 12-year-old out with me a couple times and we got stuck in the rain. And I wish I would have brought the rain fly, because we could have just, instead of weathering the storm and then oh my gosh, we're soaked, let's run back to the truck, we could have stayed where we were and just used that rain fly to stay in the clearing that we were in. So I recommend, if you're going to do any type of hunting like that, and if you have the walking sticks and a rain fly, or even just a tarp, use the walking sticks and you can stay in the hunt. I wish I would have done that, because I didn't do it. I didn't actually think about it until we were getting poured on. And I was like, oh my gosh, why didn't I just bring this thing? And I didn't. But that is another way that you can use your walking sticks, is to help with a shelter. Now, if you don't have the walking sticks, obviously you can just, grab some actual sticks from a tree and get yourself set up. But if you already have the walking sticks, then you're good to go. A lot of people call them sissy sticks. I was one of those guys, because I never used to use them. To be honest with you, I had them in my pack, but I just never would use them unless we're packing out meat. Now, it was actually this year in 2024, we were hiking into the backcountry and we hit all this snow, and I was like, you know what, man? Well, it was a bunch of hikers went by us, and they're all using the sissy sticks and going by us. And I'm like, you know what? I'm taking these out of my pack and I'm going to use them, because I actually packed in super heavy just to see what I could do, see how my pack holds up to heavyweight. I am running the KUIU 5500, and to be honest with you, I don't like how it fits with, I would say, more than 50 pounds in it. That 40 pounds feels really nice, but at that 50 and above, it really starts putting pressure on a couple spots. And I'll get into that later. I'll do one on a full pack review on the KUIU 5500, what I like and what I don't like about it. Let's just say I will be looking for another pack. I do not like how it fits on me, and other people love them. For me, I don't like it. It's completely different from my XO that I had. The XO is night and day to this KUIU, but we're not going to get into that. So these hikers come walking by us, and I'm just like, Mike, let's try this out, dude. Let's whip out these sissy sticks and let's see what the hype's all about. And yeah, right after that, the legs stopped being sore. Even though we were falling through the snow, it just made the hike bearable. And we hiked in probably way too far in the snow, and come to find out where we were going didn't work out. So we actually hiked out and went back to the truck and went home. But the walking sticks really do help out with just alleviating carrying all the weight. And number one, if it is a little bit too heavy, let's say you're packing out meat, it is a little bit too heavy, you can just lean on those walking sticks and just give your hips and your legs a break for a minute before you start trekking on again. They do help. Instead of completely sitting down and then trying to get back up, that takes a lot of energy. So instead of doing that, you can actually just rest on those sticks. This is something that I would definitely recommend in everybody's pack. If you don't use them, that's perfectly fine. But with the Wiser Precision, the quick sticks, instead of having a bipod, or let's just say you can't use your bipod, you're in a situation where you can't lay down, you can actually just pull up those sticks to where you can actually shoot standing up, which is awesome. So it's another thing that you don't have to pack around in your pack. Like, you don't have to have the tripod that has like the clamping deal on there. If someone in the backcountry has one of those, man, you're doing it better than me, because I would not want to be packing one of those around. They're super heavy. But if you do, you do. I would not. I like my setup now. I can shoot from them standing up, no problem. So if you're in a situation where you can't get prone, or let's say you can't go shoot from your knees or whatever it may be, obviously there are different things that you can do. You can set your firearm up against a tree, kind of hold it on there, get steady. This is rock solid. I've actually shot from these sticks from the range just to practice, because when I go out and hunt, I like to put myself in scenarios that could be a possibility when you're out hunting. So it's not always just from the bench. You want to shoot laying down. On the edge of the range, there is like a 4x4, pole. So I've actually used that, put my hand on there, put the rifle on my hand, and shot from that as if I was like holding on to like a sapling tree or something to try to, get a good steady shot standing up. But now I have my walking sticks set up to where I can just extend those all the way out and shoot standing up from those. I highly recommend it. But you need to practice, because it's not something that you can just whip out and do. Well, now they have a product where you can like lock it in and move your rifle. I don't have that set up, but for me, when you have your sticks open, you can only move so far. You can't like articulate all the way left and all the way right. But you do have like a little bit of range in there left and right. Up and down is no problem. Just depends on how you set it up. But that is something that you need to go to the range and practice. So, yeah. Walking sticks. If you use them or not, they're awesome to have in the pack, no matter what application you're doing. Now, if you're a tree stand hunter, you're not going to need those. But if you are heading into the backcountry, or let's say you're even day hunting, but you're getting away from the truck or away from your vehicle, I recommend having those, because packing out the meat, it just makes it a lot easier. Your knees and back and hips will thank you. If you haven't used them, seriously go and try them out. It's night and day difference. I would recommend in the off season getting your pack, if you haven't used them, or even if you do, get your pack kind of set up to what weight you'd be going packing in, and go trek around the neighborhood with them, and you can really feel the difference. So yeah, everybody, that is going to be our podcast. But before we go, let's drop a video from Phelps Game Calls right now. And before we go, we would like to say thank you to all of our sponsors and the people that we are working with. And one of them is the Crazy Elk Company. If you can see my shirt here, let's go. If you guys want to pick up an awesome shirt or a hat or a tag wallet, take a look down in the comment, or not in the comments, but in the description down below. We have a link to their website. Pick up an awesome shirt or a hat. I recommend the tag wallet because when you do fill your tag and you have nowhere to put it, for my state, we don't do the e-tags. You actually have to have a physical tag. And you're wondering where you're going to put this tag on your animal. Boom, the tag wallet solves all that. It's like a little zipper pouch. Unzip it, put your tag in there. It comes with reusable zip ties. Zip it right to the animal and you are good to go. Also, if you are looking for some barbecue sauces or some rubs or anything like that, check out ghostscream.com. We have a discount code for them as well. 2O Gear. 2O, I just started here in 2024, a part of their field staff. I have 25% off for all of you guys. Anytime. They are always running promos for discounts, so check them out. 2ogear.com. I've been running their system all year and it is awesome. Fits great. All of the materials are great. The pants are nice and stretchy, and I actually am impressed with what 2O Gear has brought out. So check them out, 2ogear.com. Use the code down in the bottom for 25% off. And if you're looking for a waterfowl hunt, you are going to want to book with the Duck Camp. Check them out, theduckcamp.net. We have some videos with the Duck Camp. We absolutely love the whole group there. We love what they're doing. We had a youth hunt with David Sandana's daughter and my buddy Eric. It was with his daughter as well. The birds didn't want to cooperate. Obviously, they didn't read the script, but we had a great time. Check out that video. It's on our YouTube channel. If you are listening to this on the podcast is the Ridgeline Hunting podcast, and that is related to Ridgeline Hunting. So Ridgeline Hunting is our YouTube channel. So head over to our YouTube channel. You can watch our podcasts and all of our other videos. We have a bunch of content on there. Go and check that out. And if you haven't yet, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, follow, leave a comment, and thank you all for listening. This is episode 77, and we are not done yet. We have a couple more. Well, we're going to have continuous podcasts coming up, but here in the next couple podcasts, you are going to listen from Sophia Sandana, who just filled her very first tag. We're not going to tell you what, but if you follow us on social media, you definitely know what she tagged out on, and that was her very first tag. And something that David Sandana and I haven't even filled our tag on. So yeah, be listening for that one. So everybody, have a good night, and thank you for listening. Take it easy. Peace.